It's keg filling day, so I figured I'd take the time to show you guys how we fill these kegs. This is everything you need to fill 2 kegs at a time. So we have our Sankey keg filler adapters. We got these from GW Kent. There's a few places online you can get these. It's nice to get ones that are actually made for this. You could kind of make your own if you buy traditional keg couplers and valves and everything, but these come ready to go just like that, really nice. It's got this nice little stopper in here with the ball that kind of floats and it shuts it off when it's done filling. These are really nice. It's definitely worth the money to invest and get these nice quality ones. We need our T here. I like the T with the curves in it like this. I feel like it just gives you better flow. Of course, your tri-clamp gaskets, and also this is another adapter that I made to go from a tri-clamp to our CO2 so that we can purge this stuff out and CO2 purge it beforehand. And this is that other adapter that we made. This is one with the corny keg posts on it. We like to use this for purging our kegs. It's a nice way to get gas in there, and we use it for other applications as well. We're going to start with prepping the kegs for filling. So at this time, your kegs have already been cleaned, sanitized. We've already did a pre-purge of CO2. I like to go and do one last final purge just to make sure we got rid of all that oxygen, we don't oxidize the beer. And I also want to take that opportunity to equalize the pressure between the keg and the bright tank. So to do this, we use 2 adapters here. We got this one, which is really nice. It's an adapter that goes from your Sankey keg to corny keg fittings. Do is snap this on here. Then I like to take the keg upside down, pull the grenade pin like I like to call it. You can actually see a little bit of mist coming out there as we purge this thing. Sometimes there's a little bit of leftover sanitizer in there, so we're making sure we get that out of there. And I try to bleed this down all the way until there's nothing else coming out of it. Then we're going to flip that back over and then hook up our adapter here. Now we have the same regulator that's running this one and to our bright tank, so we're equalizing the pressures right now. Give that a few minutes. I normally do all these in advance, stack them up, so as soon as we get ready to go kegging, I don't have to deal with this. We just go right into it. Okay, now we got all the parts here to assemble our keg filling. I have this bottle of Star San. We use this all the time. We sanitize everything. We already flushed these, but as we go and I assemble it, I go ahead and spray everything down again. So we're going to connect your 2 filler hoses. All right, then the next step, we're going to purge this with CO2. So I'm going to take this nipple. I'm not really going to clamp it on. I'm just going to kind of hold it on here. With those valves open, go ahead and just purge these out. Just a couple of minutes, I'm going to go ahead and shut these off. And then I'm going to take this immediately over here and hook it right up to the bright tank. I already sprayed this port down with Star San. Okay, now we got to purge the valves. Grab our dump bucket. I'm going to start with just one in my hand first. I'm going to crack this valve, and we're going to slowly open the bright tank valve towards just spitting out a little bit. Now I'm going to do that on the other one. Go back and one more time, just kind of relieve. Wide open, real quick, just a shot, just to make sure we pushed out all that air out of there. Then we're going to go ahead and couple them up. Same thing with this side. Wide open just for a split second there. Couple this guy up. Now we're going to open these fill valves up. Only the fill valves in the beginning. Nice and slow. We're going to make sure that nothing bubbles back in to indicate that there might be more pressure in this than the tank. Sometimes that happens. Then do that on both sides. You can actually hear it kind of going into the keg a little bit. And I'm going to wait a couple seconds and make sure these pressures all equalize before I open up the vents. Now these, you want to make sure they're nice and tight. If these are loose, then the beer can escape here and it won't float the valve off and shut it off. This is a nice feature if you're not paying attention. You can kind of go do other tasks while these are filling. But you got to make sure that these are nice and tight and do that. All right, so now these pressures are all equalized. We're going to slowly open up these vents. And that's it. Now we're filling these kegs under pressure. There is one little tip that my buddy actually taught me, and it's trial and error. It's happened to me once too. If you forget to put something over these, then the beer will actually shoot up and blast on the ceiling. So we take like these little plastic measuring cups, anything, stick it on top of here like that. That way when it does fill up, if you get that little spurt of beer that comes up, it's just directed in the cup and it doesn't go on your ceiling or all over you. So that's pretty much it. We're filling 2 kegs at a time. Now you can see it's done filling, so we're going to shut off the gas valve, shut off the fill valve. Now we can uncouple it.